Hello, ladies and boy bastards. Hello, it's me, Ash. I'm back in the Voltz server, and I'm gonna be doing some stuff. Let me just say, it's gonna be the best. And I've changed a few things. I unfortunately could not get a Voltz episode up whenever I first started recording videos again after my surgery stuff. I didn't record some videos because first of all I had surgery and I was recovering from a incision on my abdomen. It's short for abdomen. And then after that I was on hydrocodone all the time, so I was either drugged or drowsy at all times, and that's no good for recording. No good. No good at all. And then now I've got my staples out and there's no excuse not to record. Unfortunately, I was going to do a Voltz video first instead of a Game Dev Tycoon video, which is already up if you guys haven't watched it. And the server decided to shit on my face. It just pooped right on my face, which is unfortunately a bad thing because nobody likes to be pooped on anywhere, especially on their face. Maybe on their chest sometimes, like whenever they're feeling especially titillated, but not on their face usually. I mean, I guess there are definitely people who want to be pooped on in every area, but if I had to choose a place to be pooped on, it would definitely not be my face, and that's where they pooped on me. So I fixed the server. I helped some gents out with their problems as well, and now the server's at 1.4.7, the latest version of Voltz. A few things have changed since we were running on the recommended build, which is pretty old, to be honest. And this one, actually, I've noticed a few changes. The wiring is gone back to using leather and cloth or wool to make insulated wires instead of the having to make insulation, which is, I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. I've also updated the texture pack I'm using to a supposedly better one. Now, as you can see, I've got all these machines now. They used to not have textures. Now they have the Spax texture pack, except for this bastard. This metallurgic infuser only shows its shows the new texture when it's actually running. While it's not running, it isn't, unfortunately. There are a few things that the new texture pack actually broke that used to have textures, such as my power armor. I don't know why it did that, but then there's a bunch of other stuff that has textures that didn't in the past, so that's good, though. Let's see, what we were doing. Oh yeah, I was going to show you a few things before we go and do something real special for you guys. Got a real special plan. It's going to be amazing. As you can see, I've upgraded my power. I have an advanced energy cube now, which is not getting power. Oh yeah, it is. It's going now. It's hooked up to a transformer, which is stepping it down to 120 volts because it puts out 240, and that will, let me just say, it'll blow up your machines because I blew up this furnace about 5 times before I figured out which transformer was the right transformer. It was actually more expensive of an endeavor than I thought it was going to be because I thought I was only going to have to use the lowest transformer, but that thing goes down to 60. Which doesn't do anything. You needed to go down to 120. I have a big thing to do, but as far as like volts and upgrading our defense system, but there's something very important that we need to do, guys. Look at this turret; doesn't have a texture on it, but I actually like this original texture better because it looks like it's sort of battered and old, sort of like Fallout 3 or something. But over here, I'm looking down. I'm gonna make it a surprise for you guys. It's gonna be a big surprise. It's like a surprise party. Except it's not actually anything like a surprise party. Boom! Monument in honor of Barnabe, the best sheep. Let's be honest, he is definitely the best sheep because most sheeps are just dumb and they just bah and they render you wool, but that's about all they're good for. Barnabe was good for a laugh. And that's important. That's important in life. But I've made it out of stone. I wanted it to look like a classic stone sculpture. Didn't want to do anything too fancy with wool or anything. Just a nice, classy sculpture. Barnabe's head. And I think we're going to say a few words here to honor Barnabe because I wanted to do this before, but we just didn't have the time or anything. And it was unfortunate it took so long to get this done. I'm sorry, Barnabe. But let's talk about his life. I remember I went out to the forest, the western forests, to find some sheeps, and I found the sheeps. There was a flock of them, and I selected one special sheep for no reason other than he was there and he was closest to my position at the time. But that said, I got some foods, and I lured him back, and I was going to lure him to his imprisonment, his eternal imprisonment, but instead he lured me to my death. I fell down a hole as I was walking backwards, luring him to our base. I died. I lost a bunch of stuff. It was an unfortunate turn of events, but I knew right then that Barnabe was going to be a complete dick. So, we got him back to the base. I made him a cage. I figured out how to get him some grass. And then I started farming his hair. Cut his hair off, put it in a box. Very special thing. It really bonded us together, me cutting his hair and keeping the discarded clippings. And it was, while creepy, it was effective in terms of making things, which is the most important part. And then a day came when I decided to move and build a new base. Our cave side base just wasn't cutting it anymore. It was too limiting, and I needed the sun on my face. I needed the Minecraft sun directly on my Minecraft face. And then, after I built it, I knew I needed to bring Barnabe over, so I built him a little cage, a nice new cage. Oh, it was such a beautiful cage. He was gonna love the crap out of the cage. And so I went over to his little house over in the old base that I'd let them in, and I started luring him out to the new base. Unfortunately, that was the day that Barnabe left this world. Crushed beneath the weight of a piston door, Barnabe left this plane, and he haunts my nightmares every night now. So thank you, Barnabe, for everything you've done, even though most of the things you've done involve me dying. Thank you, my friend. Go to heaven. Go to heaven, my friend. The little sheep heaven, where they have all sorts of sheep things. I don't know really what sheeps really would like. Probably like some pizza and some video games, some hot sheep chicks, and that you can pat on their butts. You can pat them on their butts and they will not say anything like, "Oh, you're a chauvinistic pig. Respect me." They'll just be like, "Barnabe," because it's heaven, and in heaven, social etiquette is out the window. And on that note, let's get back to work, because I have another very special thing planned for you. Now that we've honored Barnabe's death, I actually built another thing in the downtime. I actually recorded this stuff before, but then my hard drive was full and I didn't realize it, so like half the video was gone because it stopped recording. But that's beside the point. My trials and tribulations are none of your concern, or nothing you can worry about. But look at this! EMP tower is completed, and I actually have a few things to show you in the defense tower. Actually, one thing. Okay, I'm not going to oversell this. We got one thing to show you. If we come up to the top, actually, you can see that the texture pack has actually textured this siren. That's pretty cool. Got the old radar is rotating it up. I've got this thing though, a platform, and I want to build 4 of them. I want to build a platform extending off of each side of the tower, and on each one I'm gonna have a rocket launcher, or a missile platform, and it's gonna be available for me to launch all the missiles at any time I want. And then on the top of this is where we're gonna put this thing. So let's figure out a way to get up there. We need to probably just figure, maybe I can actually, if I fall, I'm sorry. Oh, nice, very nice actually. This is much easier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to kill this thing, and I'm going to pop this thing on it. Oh yeah. So this is going to be our primary missile defense, and it's defending the middle bit of our base. I'm not sure what the radius is like. Okay, here's the radius. 60 blocks. How much is that? Is that big? It's not super big. I'm guessing that EMP effect, missiles, electricity, both. Okay. Mode, debilitate electronics, disrupt missiles, deplete electricity, both. Oh yeah. So if they have like a suit on, it'll get rid of their suit. Or whatever they have, like a weapon that uses electricity, it'll debilitate that. It puts out 240 voltage, It needs 1,000 kJs. Alright, so let's get this thing hooked up to our power source. Unfortunately, I don't have any redstone because I used like literally all of our redstone on the energy cube and transformer, as well as the actual tower that we were put up the top. So we're going to have to go and mine, probably in between episodes, some more redstone to actually hook up to our radar. Is that how this works, though? I don't think this is how... Is it how it works? Do you need to hook the EMP tower to to the radar, or does it just always stay on? And I don't think it always stays on, probably. It probably blasts an EMP blast or something. Yeah, I think it needs to be hooked up to the radar. So we need to... Actually, I don't know why we even came down. We have the wire in our inventory. So let's go back to the spiders. Oh, god damn it. As you can see, the texture pack is actually added or changed. I don't know that this guy was really a great texture artist. Because he mostly just like put color overlays, I think, on some of these. But the good thing about that is that he changed it so that it's a darker blue. Osmium is a darker blue. Osmium, formerly known as platinum, is a darker blue than the iron, which it used to look almost exactly like, so it was really hard to tell the two ores apart. But now it's a darker blue. And also the like, it feels like copper may be a little bit darker as well, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's go up to the top and try to get this thing powered somehow. It's going to be a tough task, actually, because this radar is right in the freaking way. Let's be completely honest. Alright, let's get rid of this stray block that I accidentally put up earlier. And we need to, first of all, let's cut this centerpiece out of our little iron gate artistry. And now let's start running copper or silver wires. Can we get on top of this? Yeah. Okay, so we need to hook this up. Okay, so we've got that. Now we need to just run it to the side, probably. It's probably the best thing we can do. And we'll put it down. I don't know if this is gonna, I think it's actually not going to work that way. We need to put it over one more. Uh-oh, we're going to have to remove this piece of iron gate out of the way. That's fine, though. It doesn't matter. And we'll put it straight down to the bottom. Let's move this torch. And then we need to hook it up to the wire that's existing. Right, hurrah. Oh, shit, son. So it sounds like it's always on, when, cause it certainly sounds that way anyway. Jeez, it's loud as hell. Alright, it's powering up. It's going to take forever. Look at this. It's at like almost 10 kJ out of 1,000, so we're going to have to wait for it to get up in electricity. I think this probably will just only make the noise while it's charging, which is cool. Alright, so now we've got it all set up. Let's get back down from here. That's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet, guys. Now, if we can probably just like hide this, maybe that'd be cool. Alright, sweet. And we'll put a thing on either side of this. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just placing blocks randomly at this point. Okay, so we'll just leave this the way it is for now. I'll probably beautify it later, because I'm not sure I like how it looks up there at this point. I built it with a certain image in mind. It just didn't come together. Alright, so it's a pretty good episode. We've honored Barnabe, which I think you guys should definitely leave comments about Barnabe's life and appreciate his existence. His short, all too short existence here on the Minecraft planet. Minecraftia or Voltz Town, USA, or whatever this place is, and just honor his existence and list things that you loved about Barnabe, or experiences you had with Barnabe. And if you don't know who Barnabe is, then please go back and watch all of the episodes, because it's a true adventure. It's an American adventure. It's an American tale. It's sort of like Paul Bunyan. It just doesn't die. It's a true old American history tale. Barnabe and Esh. The adventures of a man and a sheep. And all of you beautiful bastards came along for the ride, and that's all that mattered to Barnabe, I'm sure. That and some sweet ass grass to eat. So until next time, this has been Ash. Next time we will check out our solar, or not that. We'll check out our EMP tower, make sure it's functioning correctly, and just do some tests if possible. Unfortunately, I think the only way we can test to see if the EMP is working is to like launch a missile at ourselves. I'm not going to do that. So we'll have the rest. I'm going to look up some tutorials and make sure I have it all hooked up correctly, and I'll let you guys know what's going on. And next time, I think I've been trying to slowly but surely see all these items in here. I've been working on getting another advanced solar panel set up, so we'll have 3 instead of just 2. And we'll do something fun next time. I'm going to look, if you guys have any ideas of what we should do next time, and if you think I can afford it, that's the key thing. Then, because we don't have a lot of stuff, let's be honest. We have like 2 diamonds. We have plenty of ore, but we have 2 diamonds, and diamonds seem to be coming into play a lot. So until next time, this has been Ash on Nerdlife playing some Voltz. Feel free to hit the like button if you want to keep watching some Voltz. We might blow somebody up next episode. Who knows? I'm feeling the need to blow somebody up because I think some people have been fiddling with my junk, if you know what I'm saying, not in the good way, in the breaking into my high security base and stealing things way, not the tapping on my testes way. But we might blow somebody up. But until next time, if you guys like that, like I said, if you like this series, then hit the like. If you guys haven't subscribed, then hit the sub button. We're almost at 550 subbers. Oh, you guys are lovely. We'll stroke your cheeks with great love. Play on, players.